Good morning, children. So, tenses, this is the lesson in your grammar textbook. So, we have already sent you two PPTs on present tense. Now, this is the first PPT on past tense. And in this PPT, we will be covering simple past tense and past continuous. Children, present tense we have already covered in two PPTs, and the PPTs were sent to you also. So, and I hope you have gone through that PPT, and one worksheet also had been sent. Solve it either in your grammar notebook, or if you can take printout, it is also okay. Now, this is the general description about past tense. Okay, so when it is said as past tense itself, it expresses an action. Past tense, it is used to express an action that has been completed. It has already happened. Okay, so we use past tense to talk about the past, like he was sleeping throughout the day. That means he was sleeping. So it past habit. Okay, so to talk about the past things, we use past tense. To talk about hypothesis, hypothesis means when we imagine something, or it can be wishes, it can be if conditions also, like I wish it was not so cold. So to express your wishes, you can use past tense. And to express if conditions, like see, if Rishi was playing, they would probably win. So there are two statements here. One is in the if clause and the other clause also. So here you can see that in both the statements we have used it in the past tense only. If Rishi was playing, they would probably win. Next one, to talk about the present in a few polite expressions. Okay, so it is not necessary that every time past tense will be used to express the action that had happened only. Sometimes we will be using it to talk about the present action also. So we want to express the present action in a polite way. Like say, I was wondering if this was the right time to discuss this. So when I say like this in a polite way to express the present action, I have used the past tense, like was wondering. I was wondering if this was the right time to discuss this. Coming to past tense in detail, like present tense, we have past tense also of four types, like simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. So as I always told in the online session also, like if you're thorough with one tense, like if you're thorough with the present tense, for example, like the structure, one example each. If you are thorough with this, it would be easy for you to learn past tense also. So be thorough with the structure. There is no shortcut for it. You need to by heart the structure itself. Like what is the structure of each tense, like simple past, like you learn multiplication table in maths, you need to by heart the structure of each tense. So children, it is always better to know regular and irregular verbs before we go into detail past tense. So detailed regular and irregular verbs we will be learning along with verbs, but just as a base you need to know what do you mean by a regular verb and what do you mean by an irregular verb. Okay, so actually regular verbs, like as I told you, there are like V1, V2 and V3 forms of the verb. V1 is the present tense. Now you just concentrate on these three forms. Okay, like V1 is the present, V2 is the past and V3 is the past participle form. Now when I say regular verbs, they have this V2, that is the past tense, and past participle V3 form similar to that of V1. Okay, so there is like there will be a fixed pattern, like we will be just adding d, ed, t, like call, called, called, ask, asked, asked, bake, baked, baked, like, liked, liked. So this will be the pattern for the regular verbs to form the V2 and the V3. Like as I said, there will be a fixed pattern to form the V2 and V3 form of the verb. Now when I say to make it very easy, like irregular verbs, they will not they do not follow any fixed pattern. While you convert it from the present, that is V1 to V2 and V3 form. There will not be any fixed pattern. Sometimes it will be like put, it will be same as it is, or sometimes it will be like, you know, drink, drank, drunk. So there is not like, you know, whereas in the regular verb you can see that fixed pattern, like call, call, you are just adding the d, ed, t, e, like that to form the V2 and V3, whereas in the irregular verbs there is no such kind of patterns also. Now and it is said that almost like there are 200 irregular verbs in English, and like, you know, like begin, began, begun. So this is an irregular verb, like there is no fixed pattern. I'm not adding any d, ed, like that. Keep, kept, kept. Whereas the other one is very easy, like see, bake. So I'm just adding to it like one letter or two letters, and then forming the V2 and V3 form of the verb. Now there are rules also for changing. Now we are not going into that much detail. Just understand that regular verbs, they follow a particular, there will be a particular pattern for the V2 and V3 form of the verb, and whereas in the irregular verbs they do not follow any fixed pattern while conversion from present to V2 and the V3 form of the verb. Okay, now there are some verbs which can function as both regular and irregular. Like when I say burn, I can form the past tense just by adding ed, burned, burned. So you can see there is a fixed pattern over here there. And when I can change like burn, like burnt, burnt also. It is also burnt is also the past tense of burnt. So here it is irregular verb, because you can see there is no fixed pattern here. Okay, there is no fixed pattern in the sense, you know, like it is here it is like actually the rule is like V2 and V3 form, it is same. So when there is like, so as you can see the second point, irregular verbs remains the same in all the three forms, or two of the three forms remains the same. So that is also another rule. Irregular verbs, sometimes if it is like, you know, two forms like V2 and V3 forms remain same, or if the three verbs also like V1, V2 and V3, they also like same, this will be irregular verb. Sometimes the three will be entirely different also, like drink, it is different, drank is different, and drunk is also different. So you cannot, like, as there is always exceptional cases, you cannot stick to like this fixed pattern and everything. Sometimes you need to see like whether the two like V2 and V3 are similar. So if the two verbs are similar, it will go to that irregular verbs. Okay, so now as we had already learned present tense, you know, like how to go with it, like you need to know the structure of each tense, and you need to know when to use each tense also with examples. So now we can see the structure of all these tenses together so that it would be easy for you to identify. See, simple past tense. Okay, so simple past tense, the form is like SV2O. SV2O in the sense like S is for subject, V2, as I told you many times, it is, you know, like the past tense of the verb. V1 is the present tense and V2 is the past tense form of the verb. O stands for object. Like there are two examples given here. I ate a mango. Last year I worked in a private sector. So you can see that it is the V2 form of the verb eat. I worked. So worked is the V2 form of the verb work. Okay. So like I wrote a letter. So wrote is the V2 form of the verb write. Now past continuous tense, the structure is subject plus was or were plus verb plus ing plus object. Like I was eating a mango. Okay. I was writing a letter, like that. Now past perfect tense, the structure is subject plus had plus past participle form of the verb. Past participle form of the verb, when I say, it is the V3 form of the verb. So here onwards children, when we say like V3 form of the verb, you need to know that it is past participle. When we say V2 form of the verb, you need to understand that it is the past tense of the verb, and V1 means the present tense of the verb. So here it is subject plus had plus V3 form of the verb plus object. Like I had, okay, I is the subject, then I need to add had plus eaten, like eat, ate and eaten. Okay, so V3 form is eaten, a mango. I had written a letter. Okay, so like had plus written is the V3 form of that verb. And the last one is past perfect continuous. So the structure is subject plus had been, had plus been plus verb plus ing form. Okay, so here the verb will be in the V1 form only plus ing form of the verb. Like I had been eating a mango. Okay, so I plus had plus been plus eat, the verb in the V1 form plus ing form of it, a mango. I had been writing a letter. Okay, so I had been plus write plus ing form, a mango. So here you can see that the verb is in the V1 form only. Okay, so now we have already covered the structure of each tense, and now in the next slides we can see when to use each tense. Okay. Now when to use simple past tense, like to show a completed activity, like the action has already completed. When I say I played the guitar, okay, so that playing, that play, the action is completed. To, like, you know, so I went to bed early. I went to bed early. So in that sentence also, like I have already gone to bed. Okay, to express the activity that has already completed. To express a past habit. Okay, same example. I went to bed early when I was in school. To express an action that was completed before the time of speaking. Okay, so like the dancers performed well. So here it is expressing an action that was before. When I speak, that action has already completed. Earlier in the present, like, you know, to express an action that was completed before the time of speaking. The dancers performed well. So when I make this statement, the performance has already finished. To express an action that took place over a period of time in the past, like I worked in a school from 2000 to 2002. So here also it is like over a period of time that action has happened in the past, like 2000, 2002, it has already finished. So within that span of time that action has finished. To denote that also we use simple past tense. To narrate a story, like there lived a mighty king in a huge palace. Once upon a time there lived a prince. Okay, so in that, mostly in story or when we are giving summary and everything, we use this simple past tense. Now, forms of simple past tense, as we have already discussed it in present tense also, there are three kinds of, we are discussing here three kinds of statements: affirmative, negative and interrogative. So here, for example, like we ate. Okay, so it will be like subject, verb plus object pattern. We ate a mango or whatever it is. Okay, so now here I have taken the different subject so that you will come to know like how to use it. So if I'm making the same sentence like we itself, how will it change? We did not eat. So as I told you, eat, that verb, you need to split that verb. Okay, so like did plus eat is ate. Okay, so and in between that split, you need to use that word not. Okay, we did not eat. And then when I change it into interrogative, the question, the helping verb should come first, followed by the subject and the verb. Like uh, did you eat? Okay, now there are three questions for your practice, like fill in the blanks using simple past tense. So now you know the structure of simple past tense, that is SVO. So I dash not leave for the station at 8 o'clock last night. Okay, so it is like not leave, so it is a negative statement. So you know that what is the verb that you need to use, like what auxiliary verb, what helping verb you need to use. Like I did not leave for the station. Now Bina ate some rice and vegetable curry for dinner. You probably fall. So the V2 form of fall is fell ill due to food poisoning. Now you are already thorough with the structure of the past continuous, like subject plus was of verb plus ing, like I was eating a mango, I was writing a letter, just like that. So now when to use past continuous? To express an ongoing activity or ongoing activity before another activity in the past. Okay, like at the time of speaking also, in the past when the time of speaking also, when an activity is ongoing, to express that we use past continuous. Or there are two activities that are happening and one activity is ongoing, okay, before another activity. Okay, then also we can use the past continuous. Like see, we were painting the fence. Okay, so while I was speaking in the past, this painting was happening there. I was talking when he interrupted. So here two actions are there, interrupted and talking. Okay, so ongoing activity. So another activity is like before he interrupted. Okay, I was talking, and then when he interrupted, I have stopped. So I was talking when he interrupted. Okay, so ongoing activity before another activity in the past, like when there are two activities and one activity is undergoing, I mean ongoing, before that other activity has started also, we can use this tense to express an action that was a habit in the past. Okay, so like that of simple past here. The chef was preparing delicious food for his clients before the restaurant closed down. So was preparing. Next one, to indicate an action which had started at some time but had not ended at the time when some other action took place. So that is also very important use of past continuous. See, the lady was coughing when I entered the room. Okay, so there are, I entered the room and the lady was coughing also. So there are two actions again. So one is I mean, you know, one is in simple past and the other one is in the past continuous. Like the ongoing activity, it will be expressed in the past continuous tense. Okay, and that coughing, it is interrupted by when I entered the room. Not interrupted. Okay, I entered the room and the lady was still coughing. It was going on. That activity was going on. To indicate an action which had started at some time but had not ended at the time when some other action took place, and this action has not stopped. The lady was keep on coughing. It was she was coughing. Okay, now different forms of past continuous tense. So affirmative, like he, subject, and verb and object, like he was eating a mango. Negative, so between this was and eating, I need to introduce the negative word, that is not, like he was not eating, and the interrogative is like was he eating. Okay, question mark, which is very important in the interrogative sentence. Now there are three questions for your practice. Fill in the blanks using past continuous form of the verb. Like you were walking down the road when I met you. Mr. Gupta was watching television when somebody rang the bell. You were sleeping when your aunt came. Okay. So children, in this PPT we have covered simple past tense and past continuous, the forms of simple past and past continuous. Actually there was a slide in which where the forms of each and every tense, like simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous has been covered, and when to use simple past tense and when to use past continuous tense, and the different forms of past continuous and simple past, with some practice, with some exercises for practice also. We had done in this PPT. So now I will be sending one more PPT where we will be covering past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense.